Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bedtime with Victor, episode 17. 17. Can you believe it? So, Victor, you have a question, I think. What's your question?
How did you find out I was blind?
How did we find out that you were blind? That's a very good question. So, when you were little in the NICU, we had to tell the people, in order for you to be released from the NICU, we had to tell the people that we were going to have you go to a doctor in Hershey, and it's called a pediatric ophthalmologist. You know what that means?
No.
Pediatric means child. Ophthalmologist is like an eye doctor. So the eye doctor was checking your retinas in your eye to make sure that they were working properly. And while he was checking your eyes, he also noticed that in the back of your eye, where the optic nerve was, that you weren't, that the optic nerves were like very, very light colored. They should have been pink or red. Does that make sense? Yeah. Do you know what other color, you know what color is red in your body?
Blood.
Blood, yeah. So there wasn't blood going to your optic nerves. And so they were saying, the doctor, the pediatric ophthalmologist, was saying that he didn't think you saw any light. Do you know what that means? That you would be completely what?
Blind.
Completely blind. It would be like closing your eyes and not being able to open them forever. So not seeing any light.
Like super glue my eyes
Yeah,
shut.
and so I remember calling Mommy on the way home, and she was sad and I was sad, because the doctor said that you were completely blind. But you know something? We just decided we were going to love you no matter what. And you know what happened later? Go ahead. Do you know what happened? Yeah, when you were in the park, when we were in Kentucky visiting Andrew in college, we were in a park, and you were squinting when the sun was in your eyes. And we thought, well, that's weird. Do that again. And do that again, and do that again. And sure enough, you were squinting when there was bright light. And then later, when you started walking, you were maybe 14 months old when you started walking. And that was about right developmentally. So you started walking, but we noticed that you didn't run into things. And so we knew somehow that you could see. But we didn't know exactly, but we knew somehow. But as you got older and older and older, we began to understand more that you could actually see. Tell them what you can see now. How can you see? Can you see? Which eye can you see out of? Use words, please.
This one.
Yeah, your right eye. So you can see out of your right eye, but not out of your left eye.
Look.
In just a little bit. Yeah?
You see that hole?
Yeah, I do. I do. Okay, so that's the story. Say goodnight, Victor.
See ya.